Hello everyone, my name's Michelle Flynn and I'm a certified health coach and a CBT practitioner. As April is Stress Awareness Month, I thought I would take the opportunity to talk to you about what actually is stress and why is it a problem when we have chronic stress, which so many of us struggle with these days. So firstly, what is stress? Stress is an amazing system that your body has of telling you when you are in danger. So I want to rewind a little bit back to the day of the caveman, because fundamentally our bodies are still the same biology as back then. What danger was back then was probably likely to be being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. And that was going to be fairly short-lived because, let's be honest, you were either going to get eaten or you were going to get away, which would be the hopeful outcome. So stress that is short-lived is a great thing, acute stress. When we go to cross the road and a car beeps at us to warn us that we're in danger and we feel a quick emotion of stress, that's a good thing because that's our body protecting us. The challenge that we have nowadays is stress is chronic. From the moment that we wake up first thing in the morning, when we have that alarm go off that we don't want to get up to, through to checking our emails, checking our social media, trying to get the kids ready, we are constantly being hit by these arrows of stress. Now, why is that a bad thing? So when our body goes into a state of stress, what happens is our stress hormones, adrenaline and cortisol, go up. They go up so that we are preparing our body for the fight or the flight. And when they are increased, what happens is all of the blood and all of the oxygen leaves the center of our body, which is where our organs are, to go to our arms and our legs to physically run away from the tiger. So when we are in that state of stress, our body is not focusing on beating a cold, so our immune system doesn't function properly. We're not worried about digesting food or losing weight, so our metabolism and our digestion doesn't work properly. Our sex drive doesn't work properly because we're not concerned about making a baby when the only thing our body is trying to do is keep us safe. So this is why being in a state of chronic stress is such a problem for us these days. Up to 90% of visits to the doctor are in some way related to stress. And I know this through personal experience. I had what at the time was, I thought, a heart attack. Fortunately, it wasn't, but it was my body telling me that I was in chronic stress and I needed to stop. When we are stressed, our body becomes inflamed, which basically means in flames, on fire. And that is the thing that causes all chronic disease, whether that is cancer, whether that is Alzheimer's, whether that is diabetes. It all starts with inflammation. So it is so important these days that we do something about the stress that we are feeling. Now, I know that is hard because we live in a life that is busy, that is expensive. We work in recruitment, which is a high stress environment. And I'm not suggesting that suddenly we try and make recruitment really easy. That's not how it's going to be. But what we need to do is things that we can remove that cause us stress, and the things that we can't remove, then we look at ways of coping with it. So have a look at the things in your life that are causing you stress. Maybe you've got a toxic person in your life. That could be a friend that you've had for years, but really the friendship is no longer working for you. It could be that you need to remove some things out of your diary because you are so busy all of the time that you just don't even get a moment to yourself. It could be that you need to remove some of the mess in your home. It could be that you need to remove some of the notifications from your phone. There's just some ideas of things that you can remove. But when you can't remove things, because this is real life and we can't remove all stress, we need to look at how to cope with it, how to reduce it, how to reduce those stress hormones back to a normal level. When we do that, our heart rate slows down, our blood pressure drops, our whole body starts to function properly. So one of the things that I get my clients to do is to write a list of things that make them feel calm. So for you, that might be going for a walk in nature. That might be cuddling your dog. That might be listening to a certain piece of music. It might be your favorite movie, whatever it might be. Writing that list and knowing the things that actually make you feel calm. And then when you start to feel overwhelmed, pick something off that list. If you've only got 2 minutes before that next client negotiation, maybe put your favorite piece of music on really loud. Maybe it's the evening, you've got a little bit longer, you've had a difficult day and you just want to have a bubble bath. Think about those things that you can do throughout the day to help tell your body you are safe. And one of the most important things that you can do to reduce the stress is conscious breathing. Now, I don't want to worry about calling it meditation or breath work or mindfulness. This is just about taking 1 minute, 2 minutes to stop and be focusing on your breath. Breathing slowly in and out of your nose. What you're doing at that point is you are sending this message to your brain to say you are safe. Because there's no way that you could be running away from a tiger if you're breathing really slowly and you're closing your eyes. So our bodies are really smart. We send that message to our brain. It says we're safe. All our hormones go back to the balance level that they're meant to be. We suddenly can start thinking clearly again because the part of our brain that makes rational decision, the prefrontal cortex, switches back on. So all of the functions that our bodies are meant to be doing to get us through every day start to work again. So really think about stress. I know that we are all feeling it, but this is Stress Awareness Month. So let's be aware that we are feeling it. And then go, what can I do to either remove the stress? And if I can't remove it, because this is real life, what can I do to actually help myself reduce the stress and cope with it? So I really hope that has helped. I've got a lot more information on stress I can share with you. So if you're interested to find out more, whether that's in a one-to-one coaching session with myself or whether a deep dive into stress management with your team, then do get in touch. My website is michelleflynncoaching.com and my email address is michelle@michelleflynncoaching.com. I really hope that's helped. Stress, it's a killer, sadly, and it is impacting so many of us, and we can make the changes, I promise you. I've made them, and they're small, but majorly significant. So give it a try, and I'd love to know how you get on. But as I said, if you need any advice, please do get in touch. Take care.